Well, welcome back everybody to PoolieMagTV, the raw, unedited, unscripted NUFC fan channel where everybody's got an opinion and nobody's opinion's wrong. So once again, an exciting Kevin Keegan-esque match. This is the drama of the FA Cup. We watched Macclesfield earlier beat Crystal Palace 6 divisions below, and we've watched Manchester City demolish Exeter 10-1. But this game here against Bournemouth is the game that I'm going to be talking about today. Now, obviously, I don't have a dodgy stick or anything like that, so I haven't actually managed to watch the game, but I will big up to the Toon Review, because I love watching the Toon Review on match days, on the matches that I can't watch live. They're fantastic. They get a little bit antsy now and then, but overall, they're a great watch. And if you're listening to this and you don't watch them, you probably do. More than likely do. But if you don't, go over to their channel and watch them because they're fantastic. They're just growing bigger and bigger every week, and so they should. Their commentary was electric today, and it really got me into the game. Now, I don't usually like making videos about a game that I actually haven't seen, but I do trust them. I trust the comments from their fans who've been watching it, and I also trust the WhatsApps that I've had from my friends who've been watching it too. Now, that was an emotional roller coaster. Newcastle United are not good for my blood pressure. As you can see, I'm fairly overweight. I'm not the fittest bloke in the world, but when you're up and down, and then you're up and down, it can get you a little bit. And after that Leeds game, I didn't think I had much left in me. Now, but that game there was, oh God, I'm exhausted just listening to it, so I can't wait to watch the highlights. But from what I heard, we were shit, then we were good, then we were really good, then shit again, then good. It was just back and forth. Proper FA Cup tie. It's not the type of way you want to go through, really, because you didn't really want 120 minutes, and a lot of them had made players' legs going into the City game in midweek, which was a massive game for us. Semi-final of the Carabao Cup, but it's another win. We're still in the FA Cup. That's 4 wins in a row now, and 2 from losing positions. That is massive. That shows great mentality. That shows that we are sort of turning a bit of a corner. Little bit bewildered by how Malik Chow stayed on, but I'm glad he did because he scored one of the penalties. But really, should he have come off for Alex Murphy? I don't know what Alex Murphy has to do to get a game for Newcastle. I think people have to die before he'll actually get a game. I know he come on the other week against Fulham in the Carabao Cup, but he just doesn't seem to want to play him. But other than that, I thought, from what I listened to, Harvey Barnes again, man. Wow, what a player this guy is. Another 120 minutes. Hopefully, he's fit enough to play at least 70 against City, because we can't be dropping, pardon me, we cannot be dropping this guy at all. We really can't. He is our talisman at the minute. He is what makes us tick. He is somebody who can get you out the shit. He is somebody who can score a goal out of nothing. This guy is electric. Anthony Gordon sounded great when he come on and all. Scored a penalty, had loads of chances, whipping balls in. Scored the penalty in the penalty shootout and all. So well done, Anthony Gordon. Brilliant. Nick Voltemada apparently did a world-class assist for Harvey Barnes' first goal. But from what I heard, a little bit of I don't know, he sometimes, his little tricks and flicks don't come off, and sometimes they do. He's only going to get better though. Wissa sounded really poor. That wasn't the Wissa that we want. Maybe he's the 4-4-2 if you're just going to hide it in randomly and it's not going to be your formation week in, week out. Maybe it's not going to work. I heard people, even Billy on the Toon Review, say the experiment's done and dusted. It can't be done and dusted after 70, 80 minutes. Sorry, but it can't. But if you're gonna do that, you've got to do it every week or most weeks so they can get the link in with each other. You're not going to be calling York after 70, 80 minutes. I'm sorry, but you're not. But Wissa didn't sound too good. But the defence again, shaky. Conceding 3 goals again at home. Not great. Our own worst enemy sometimes was slow, ponderous. Ramsdale made a couple of mistakes. He sounded fantastic for most of the game, but he still has a rick in him, doesn't he? But them penalty saves, obviously brilliant. And he saved quite a lot of saved a hell of a lot from what I heard. So well done, Aaron Ramsdale. He's not going to get his game over Pope against City, but he's come in and done a job, which you can't fault, can you? You really can't fault. Sorry, I've got bad indigestion today. I do apologise. I do suffer with bad indigestion. I don't think I've took my tablet today, so I do apologise. I'll try and get through this as smooth as possible. But yeah, Tonali sounded really good. He was running about all over. Bruno come on. Jacob Ramsey, people the tune review was the shock that he was the one who come off and not Tonali, but Tonali sounded well. Jacob Ramsey sounded like he played well. Willock poor again. Willock's not good enough. I'm sorry, but he's just not good enough. But watching Newcastle United these last few days is like watching a roller coaster. Hopefully my thumbnail does this justice. But wow, it's not good for my blood pressure. But these are the type of matches that we want. I'd rather this than the boring, dour 1-0s that we've been producing, or the 2-1s or the defeats. At least it's exciting. At least it gives you something to get up for. At least it makes you think, oh yeah, you know, we're in with a chance of something here. Because good teams play exciting football. We need to shore up at the back, don't get me wrong. We can't be conceding 3 every game. We really can't, because that's not good either. But that was, again, another Keegan-esque match. And a match that I absolutely can't wait to watch the highlights of, because it was just back and forth. Credit to Bournemouth again to come to Newcastle with basically a second-string team. They didn't have much of their first team out, and they took it to us. We had a lot of our first team out, so that's worrying a little bit that we couldn't put them to bed. But we're through to the 4th round. Well, we might get the Mackhams, you never know. But you've got to be in it to win it. We're still in the Champions League. We're only 3 points off 4th. We're still in the FA Cup, and we're in the semi-final of the League Cup. So, all in all, from where we were at the beginning of December, where it looked like, and every video was, you know, really dark, and it was depressing, and it was like our season's over. All of a sudden, 4 wins on the spin, and we look like a far better team. But defensively, we need to shore up at the back, which we do, because that's 6 goals we've conceded at home in the last 2 games. That's not good enough. If we play like that against Manchester City, they will absolutely annihilate us. So I'm not going to come on here and say it was a fantastic result. It's a fantastic result, but it's not a fantastic performance. Whether I've seen it or not, I've heard it, and I can see the goals. And if you're conceding 3 at home against Leeds and you're conceding 3 at home against Bournemouth, that's not good enough. So we do need to get a grip of that, and we need to shape up quickly, because City will absolutely tear us apart. But for now, I'm going to just sit, I'm going to chill, because that, again, was another roller coaster. You're up, you're down, you're fuming, you're kicking off, and you're, fucking shouting, you know, and all them emotions in one. It's like, it could be quite draining, to be fair. But I just think it was another great win. It shows a lot of character again from us, that we can come back and we can score late goals, and we can keep going, and we can keep going, and we can keep going. And brilliant from Harvey Barnes again. Can't say much more about this guy. He has to start. And even if he can't give you 90 minutes against City because he's knackered, he's got to start against City. I don't want Gordon and Murphy on that pitch above Barnes. I really, really don't. We've got to give Barnes 60 minutes. Even if it's 45, he can produce a goal. Jacob Murphy is dog rot. He's shite. And Anthony Gordon played really well there. But Barnes has to start for me against Manchester City. But another good win. Exciting. Roller coaster is not the word supporting Newcastle United. If you've got high blood pressure, support a different team, because this team is not good for you. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And as I always say, keep it black and white and keep it PoolieMagTV. Over and out, folks.